Welcome everybody to another one of the open discussions happening in the last 2 weeks of January for Komodo and its community. What we're talking about during this discussion today is the April sprint that Komodo will be doing to push out more awareness about Komodo project and what it's all about. And for April in particular, we're going to be building 6 workshops that are centered around educational content. If you look on our roadmap, it actually says educational content initiative. And people that attend these workshops will be able to walk away with a better understanding of blockchain and crypto in general. And what these open discussions are about are making requests from our audience, our local Discord community here, about what they think would be best highlighted for some of these workshops. And it can be anything. We can have suggestions ranging from trading strategies and how to do that kind of material, or blockchain coding and development, even all the way over there. Here in the call, we've got Otto, who is the CMO for Komodo, and Delton, who is the director of content here. And I'm JC. I'm doing operations work here with Komodo. So I know that one of the highest quality suggestions that we've had with the workshops is to be sure to run at least one workshop covering the Bitcoin white paper and just a 101 on what blockchain is. Besides that, the other workshops are pretty much up for grabs. Like, we have defaulted ideas for what we'd like to plug in there, but anybody here in our community can give suggestions otherwise. And I know that Delton has been continuing the long-running blockchain fundamentals series. So we'll just be having discussion in this channel and picking up comments from the Discord feed. If anybody drops it into voice, they can do that. Or if you drop a reply to the tweet, or if you comment in the YouTube section on the live streams, then we'll scoop those up and bring them back here and make it part of the live discussion. So Delton, since I know that you run the blockchain fundamental series, what besides like a one-on-one on like what is blockchain and like what is the Bitcoin white paper, what do you think would be some high quality workshop opportunities? Well, just asking you while we wait for some comments to come in from the community.
Yeah, exactly. I think like one good topic would be about like trading or trading strategies, maybe like technical analysis, that type of thing. It's always been something uh, like I've been interested in, but I haven't really learned quite that much. But um, yeah, and I think that's like something that like people are generally interested in learning more about.
Nice.
I also think like technology overviews are always good. I know like we've covered quite a few of those in the blockchain fundamentals series, but just like specific things like how certain maybe like mining algorithms work, how hashing algorithms work, yeah, like different types of Bitcoin transactions, kind of like the more technical side, just like understanding that, like to me is good to have, good to know about these topics besides just, the basics of, what is blockchain. So like basically going like one or two steps further to try to like understand, how everything kind of works.
That makes sense. What about you, Otto? What are some topics that you think maybe the community or the crypto space in general would enjoy, like having a workshop, a high quality workshop accessible to, concerning blockchain 101 education?
I would like to see some content that people would actually end up doing with something like follow and try something out, kind of more in practice, not just like intellectual knowledge, but that's something that they could read and then follow some sort of like tutorial and try something out themselves, like in practice. I would like to see something like that. And I think when it comes like what those topics could be exactly, I would just wait to hear from our community, like what are the things that someone would like to do, and maybe they would like to have some sort of a walkthrough about it, and then we can help to really like provide value. I think at the end that's what we want to do with this series, is to help everyone get up to speed on blockchain regarding like their position. Like maybe they are newcomers, just looking to learn the basics and just understanding the technology and the industry. And then there could be some more technical minded people who are looking to understand like how do I use the command line, and how do I like run a node, or things like this.
Yeah, like how do I download and get started on a blockchain maybe?
Yeah.
What about running an atomic swap workshop to kind of give Body an idea to like what an atomic swap is?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, it goes very well with everything going on in the Komodo. Like, what else do you have other ideas, JC? Like, what would you like to see apart from something atomic swap focused?
I think I'd like to see some general maybe financial education content. I think that there's a lot of people in the space that would, especially that are kind of pouring into DeFi right now, that that may not understand like some of the roots, or may enjoy having clarified like some of the roots of why BTC came into existence, with the idea that governments can print off an unlimited amount of money, and that cryptographic technology like a blockchain like Bitcoin represents an opportunity for that to be out of the hands of somebody particular, out of centralized authorities' hands. I think that might be a neat educational workshop showing the value of crypto. I'd absolutely love to run a workshop over showing how to deploy a chain, like release a new chain. I think that would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, and Monks1010 from YouTube is commenting that he would like to have workshop on Java and how to make something simple. So, and I do feel like there's a lot of people wanting to kind of get a feel on a lot of development related topics. So that would be great to see indeed.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a how to navigate our GitHub and how to get started like in a very 101 way.
Yeah, and I think one topic I would be interested to hear, which I think our team has special knowledge in, is all kind of like security related topics, and just talking about how security plays extremely important role, of course, in blockchain technology, and then just talking about perhaps the misconception that if it's a blockchain, then it's like uber secure, which is not, of course, always the case, and that there's indeed like a lot of vulnerabilities in on the blockchain industry, and a lot of the code and a lot of the applications and everything is very experimental, everything is new, and every project is kind of pushing the boundaries, and the security aspect should always be in everyone's mind whenever developing anything with blockchain technology. So I think our team has a lot to say there, and that those would be like a very interesting series for us to write about.
Yeah. There's a suggestion from John Shella on YouTube as well about do a platform to learn some programming language. This is something that's actually been kicked around a little bit, is the idea of running a monthly or twice a month like education on a 101 on a programming language or something like that. Like where Komodo would like buy the Udemy courses or something like that, and then offer it up, like say like, hey, we'll do it like as a study group, and there'll be at least one person there that leads it, or like, you know, helps to like lead it and makes that happen like every month or once every 2 weeks. And then you know, there's like course material that happens like between those meetings, and then everybody just kind of catches up, and it kind of becomes like your 101 into learning coding. I think that would be kind of a neat thing to have, like a kind of get some hacker culture in here. I know that Delton has this long series of blockchain fundamentals as well, and I'm not sure if you have it on hand, Delton, but some of those articles ranked particularly high. I'm curious
Yeah.
if you know offhand. Yeah, I'm curious if you know offhand like a few of them, like the ones that like really got a lot of attention probably over the past 2 years, because that might be some kind of good guidance too.
Yeah, exactly. We had several that ranked pretty high or still ranked pretty high. Like one good example is there was one about the decentralized internet. So it's everything about Web 3.0. And it kind of goes like, you know, through the evolution of the internet, like how it started Web 1.0, then Web 2.0, and then like Web 3.0. So basically, you know, how there's all kind of different applications like decentralized social media, decentralized search engines, kind of like uh, basically the new layer of the internet that's currently being built. So that one ranked pretty high for a while. I'm not sure. I don't think it's ranked like top.
That would be a cool workshop. Web
Yeah,
3.0.
right. Yeah, exactly. It was like you know, there's a lot of interesting topics there, like, you know, besides just like decentralized finance, but just like decentralizing everything, decentralizing the internet.
I see that Polycrypto blog is here. I'm curious, what would you think about Poly? What would you think about a workshop on blockchain and legal matters like security law, those kind of things? Just a one-on-one overview. You think that would be a valuable thing to run for a community opportunity?
Uh, I mean, I think it's valuable for people in crypto, just in general. So, but probably better done through our collaboration with the BPSAA,
Oh, that's a good idea.
because that's kind of their focus with education. Uh, the public on blockchain matters, and legal matters also kind of fall under that category. So, um, yeah, I think that'd be a worthwhile endeavor.
Nice. Did you have any other articles that ranked pretty high, Delton, that you knew offhand?
Yeah, we had several that ranked pretty high. One is about a Bitcoin wallet address, so it's kind of like basics of understanding the difference between a wallet and an address, like from a technical standpoint.
Ah,
And it goes through like all the different types of address formats and wallet formats. So it's like a good post, in my opinion. Like if you want to kind of understand the more technical side to, yeah, like sending and receiving transactions on the Bitcoin protocol. Um, yeah, we also have a lot of posts specifically about uh, hashing algorithms. So yeah, like pretty much like any hashing algorithm, or at least like the top ones, like we have a specific post dedicated to that hashing algorithm, talking about like how it works, like how like the first project to use it and like what projects use it today, and kind of like overview of those projects and like how they use it for for security on their blockchains. So yeah, it's basically like an entire library. There's so many different cool posts out there. So yeah, I can drop the link. You can check out the full library of these blockchain
Yeah.
fundamentals posts.
Yeah, you've actually that reminds me, Dalton's been working on the new blog, which is really just like this thing that we're starting to dub the Komodo library. This because it's really just like a series of libraries over various topics over the years. Moving over to I think Ghost CMS is like becoming our new home for this blog long term. And I think it's because it's self-hosted. Is that right?
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a very good blogging platform to use. It's self-hosted. It's very flexible. Yeah, and it's like yeah, it gives us a good place to call home, I guess, in terms of the blog content.
I know that another thing that's been a part of the Komodo, the Explore Komodo campaign that we're talking about in January is the Find Your Blockchain Path. It could be valuable, I guess, to have a workshop over just orienting yourself in the blockchain sector. Like let's say that you're just coming here from like a traditional finance sector, or that like you're just hearing about crypto and blockchain for the first time. Like where do you even start? Where do you even go? Kind of like a 101 to the sector, not even necessarily just to Bitcoin.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely important. I mean, just like understanding the basics of the entire space beyond Bitcoin. I mean, looking at like the various protocols and like how you can use different coins and tokens. What the role is. Yeah, kind of like the 101 is definitely something that's important, and yeah, it's something that's important for newcomers to understand.
I know with a lot of this, the workshops that we'll be doing in April, that we're going to be targeting producing content out of them. So the idea is that producing some kind of perennial content that can just be referenced back to. This kind of leads into the idea of Komodo team like working harder to be good educators in the space, because there's just not like a lot of really good like high quality concentrated content anywhere. It's just all kind of scattered to the winds. I know that Doge like has a really good initiative for this. Perhaps we could dig into some of their content and find out like what some of the highest quality stuff was, and drag it over and refresh it.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea to look at Doge. I know of like a few others, but like yeah, there's not that many places out there that produce high quality content, especially about like blockchain 101 topics. Um, but yeah, definitely is a good idea to kind of look
Yeah.
at what other people are doing, what topics they're covering, and yeah, just trying to like improve upon what they already have is the goal, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm looking through my DMs that I got from other people that were suggestions like in the past that I've saved up. I've got one that's talking about teaching people like how to do a trade in the space. And we could probably run a workshop like showing it with the atomic DEX, like saying like here's what a wallet is, here's how you create a seed, here's what a seed is, and like here's how you even like place a trade.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think a big part is definitely like encouraging people to not hold funds on centralized exchanges.
Yeah, that's
to
a
Right.
good
not
Yeah,
point.
use
exactly. And
centralized
just like
exchanges.
yeah, not use centralized exchanges. Like keep your seed secure. Like the importance of that like can't be overstated, right?
Yeah, usually there's historically always been that learning curve. Someone comes to the crypto for the first time, then they make a mistake and then they learn. So they lose their funds for whatever reason, and that's when they learn how it really works. So they take the time to learn. So it's always like good for us, like if we can provide that content up front in a easily consumable format, and then that just saves a lot of people a lot of trouble and headaches.
Makes sense to me. Well, we've had this running for about 20 minutes now, so it's getting to be a good. I think we've covered a lot of ground here. If you are listening into this and you want to get your voice heard, like if the stream is over, you can still come back and communicate with us. Just drop into the Discord or drop us a line on Twitter, like in the reply. Those kind of things. Or if you're signed up for the newsletter and for the January event, the Explore Komodo event, Delton's going to do a wrap-up of the various ideas that we had here and send that out by email. And then there'll be a survey attached to that so that you can get a little bit of your voice heard there too. Thanks for the great ideas, everybody, and thank you everybody that contributed and showed up. And we're really just looking forward to trying Komodo, is just looking forward to trying out some new things this year. It's been, marketing has always been kind of like a quiet department, that there's a lot of dedicated resources to it this year, and this is one of the many things that we're going to be trying, along with all the events we have planned, and swap competitions and monthly sprints and tactics that we're going to be after, all of it pretty much leading up to the summer conference in June. So be sure to stay tuned.